Good morning, chat. How are we doing today? Happy 4th of July to the Americans. Happy July 4th to me, an American! America, fuck yeah! I'm gonna play my guitar, Star Spangled Banner. Actually, I do want to play Star Spangled Banner on my guitar this morning. Not this morning, but this evening when the family's actually launching fireworks. But enough about me. Let's see. I just gotta rearrange some stuff. Gotta make sure that my levels are all good. Look at that, chat. I'm all set. How are we doing today, chat? How are we doing? I'd love to hear how y'all are doing. Y'all, I know. I just said that right there, y'all. Oh my goodness. It was a very convenient word, y'all. Anyways, last we left off, if you do not know who I am Kailoulou. I am the founder and the creative director behind Penumbras, and it's a game where you command a squad of religious unicorn deer that are fighting eldritch abominations over some evidence to uncover the trail of Callisto. See, the thing is that because to retrieve evidence, but you need this evidence to go to the investigation board to find out where Callisto is gone, and these eldritch abominations are hiding that. So, with that in mind, oh wait, I forgot to add one last thing. As you are piecing together all of this evidence at the evidence board, you uncover the secrets of Servane, the holy city of Servane. Alright, last we left off. Yesterday was kind of a difficult stream because I still haven't rebuilt my whole entire build, and I kind of don't want to right now. So, Kai, you may be asking, what the hell is this? Well, allow me to introduce you to our shit level, as I like to call it, the shit level. The shit level, the shit build, is the build that we will not send to publishers, but we're going to clean up on this and make it all purty and all that stuff. Think of it as kind of like a very minimally viable build with like bunch of store assets just thrown together into the project, and we're like, okay, that's good, gang. That's good enough, gang. That captures the gameplay and all that stuff. That's what I like to call the publisher build. Internally, we call it the shit build. Shit build is shit build because the shit's not going to reflect. We don't want the final product to be shit. And we know that this shit is shit. Shit. Anyways. Yes. So, we worked on this. And, yeah, we were working on, Humbies. Like that one cat, that one cat. It's like delicious coffee. Oh my god, where is it? Alright, there you go. UI. That's the UI base. Home base. HP investigation board. Okay, there we go. So we were working on this, and just to show you we got some panning to do, and the next step is that we've got to save the location. We got to figure out some way to say to the thing like, hey, don't follow the mouse cursor wherever it is, which is a pretty quick. It's pretty simple, but not at the same time. It's pretty logic. It's a different logic gate. Different logic, I should say, which will affect it. Anyways, it can't follow the mouse cursor, as you can see right here. But before we do that, we've got something interesting to work on right now. We're working on this. This here is a piece of new concept art, and I'm going to walk you all through my thought process about this. This is a piece of concept art that we are actually going to be sending off to publishers. publishers, because it's kind of hard. One of the big restrictions about our very limited budget right now is that we just have to make a lot of custom assets, and one of these is, well, the enemies. And we don't have the monies for 3D art, and we need publishers and money. We like publishers, and we need them to realize our game vision, or funding of some kind, so that we can make these eldritch abominations. And it's also pretty difficult to actually conceive of the eldritch abominations. So let's get right into it. So what we have here, this is a piece that's meant to demonstrate the gameplay, the core gameplay. You are fighting the shadowy abominations. And so, let me put my phone over there. Let's work on this. So, first things first, scale. I'm not going to go into too much details. I'm going to have to keep it intentionally vague because I don't want to spoil this stuff. But the scale of this enemy is too big. And the scale is actually the primary. So here's just the thing: the scale of this subject says that it's like a big, great beast, and like, yes, it's kind of true, but at the same time, part of the core message of Penumbras is overcoming the odds. Overcoming the odds, and well, like, if I would say that, wall running horses win anyway. Oh my gosh! Hello, art dev. Glad to have you here. Yes, wall running horses. Oh my god, fucking wall running horses. I should get like. All right, hold on. Oh, it's too low quality. Damn it. Hold on. How big is this? It's the fucking capsule. There we go. Okay. Copy the image. New. Okay, hold on. Horse head. Horse. Yeah. Now horse is here. Peter, the horse is here. How's the game dev been going? It's been going well, dude. It's been on the slow end. I personally think it's been on the slow end. Unfortunately. I think what's been kind of killing us is somewhat of a lack of direction, actually. All right, hold on. You know what I should do? We got this. Okay, hold on. Damn it. Fucking. Figure this out. 100. Put that to 100. Oh, fuck. That's too much. 50. How's that? Still too much. Okay. Let's put that to 20. Okay, let's figure that out. That's too little. Okay, 30. Too much. Alright, 25. Okay, but we can work with that. Peter, the horse is here. Are you able to show the game so far? Yes, I am. I'm just... Hold on, let me complete this shitpost. Peter, the horse is here. And then what we're going to do is we're going to lasso this. Cut more of this. Cut more of that. Boom. And then, boom, Boom. Scroll out. Then there you go. This is art. I know, right? Oh, gotta distort it a little bit. Distort it. Make it like... It doesn't even fit. Like, the scale is too big. It's too much. May as well just throw this away. Yeah. Oh, fuck. There we go. There we go, chat. Wall running horses. Apparently, they spell our doom. Quote-unquote artificial intelligence you gotta worry about? No, fucking wall-running horses. Yes, that's what you have to worry about. Fucking wall-running horses. Are you able... Alright, art dev. Yeah, I can definitely show off the game. Right now, my build is actually kind of fucked. I'll show you. Because I have a memory read error in my build. Nobody else has it. It's just localized entirely to my machine. And the remedy for that is to rebuild the project. And I stupidly did not rebuild it. Wall running horses control the AI. I agree. We should just... So, right now, if I try to open this up, well, I suppose if I try to open up a game mode with that, a map with the battle game mode, it crashes because there's a, like I said, there's a memory read error. If you don't know what that is that essentially, help me out here. Memory read error is essentially the computer trying to read at the location and something has already taken it up, or something has already taken that place and it can't access that coordinate in the memory, or it's corrupted or something like that. More than likely, it's just something else is accessing it and it's been reserved for something else, which means that it returns null, and null is very no bueno for the game, for any program, in fact, because it can crash the program, and we can't afford nulls in this. It's not part of the game. It's not a flaw with the game's logic or code. It's just something entirely localized to my machine. Try something dev. Hello, try something dev. Glad to have you here. All right, so I suppose I could rebuild this whole entire thing. I just have to, it's a pretty intense process right now, and I have a lot of processes going simply by the virtue, not the virtue, that's not really quite the virtue, it's not the end, it's a means. Anyways, self-philosophical talks aside, give me a sec, BRB, cool. Point is, this build doesn't work right now, but I can show you some of the stuff. So we do currently have Kai small level. We do have a level in the works that we're actually going to be sending off to the publishers. And this is actually for the first mission of the game, where you raid the you raid Callisto's apartment, and you have to fight through very tight corridors because a lot of Penumbras tactics focuses on tight corridor combat, and tight corridor combat is actually pretty difficult to actually design around rather than open battlefields, because on open battlefields you can have it's much easier to follow the rule of cool. I bid thee greetings, Far Owl Man. What's your name? Not Kailoulou. It is Kailoulou. Hi. Yes. Glad to have you all here. I think you were just Far Owl Studios, man. No. Oh, fuck. Thank you for the follow. Try something, Dev. Gosh, that is not gonna... Oh, God. Thank you for the follow, Art Dev. Appreciate y'all. No! Don't apologize for scaring me. That's entirely the point of the follow notification. If you subscribe, there will there's something that will scare me even more. So, anyways, talking about this, with this tight corridor combat is a lot more difficult to design around, because part of the... Hold on. History lesson, kids. Paint. Tight corridor combat is very difficult to do this, because essentially squad tactics is a derivative of wargaming. And wargaming with Kriegsspiel, are you able to play? Very curious what it looks like running. History, I'm out, fuck you. So, not right now. If you guys would like me, I can chat for a little bit I have to essentially nuke my workspace because I have a memory read error. If you don't know what that is, like I explained earlier, memory read error, that was me. Essentially, it's a problem localized to my machine, and so yeah. If you guys don't mind chatting for a little bit, and you don't like, fuck, I can't speak. I signed up for your newsletter on your website. Thanks, try something. Appreciate it, dude. Yeah, we're actually going to be sending out the second edition of the development newsletter tomorrow, and we'll be posting the first edition newsletter next week. I signed up, not for history. Oh, come on. This is actually fun. So, tactics games like XCOM and all that stuff is essentially a much more focused version of wargaming. So obviously armies are composed of battalions, blah 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 blah. You go through all the hierarchy, and eventually you get to squads, and that's what tactics follows. But at the same time, a lot of the design of squad tactics tries to emulate wargaming at the same time, where you have all of these operators with like crazy abilities and all that stuff. Wargaming is stuff like Warhammer. Yeah, it's definitely that. There's also Kriegsspiel. That's like the OG. Very fascinating when it comes to the history of actual wargaming. There's a quick recap of the history of Kriegsspiel. I'll just send it out into this. So, yeah, wargaming is stuff like Warhammer, Napoleonics, simulated naval combat at the U.S. Naval War College, that sort of stuff. And so, but going back to this, armies, So it goes into squad. So armies are composed of a fuck ton of squads. It is German. Kriegsspiel is German. So squads into the armies. So the game design of this is that the squad tries to emulate the army, but at a much smaller scale, because it's much feasible. And a lot of the games, specifically in our niche, have focused on that because it's a lot easier to focus on it's a lot easier to get characters into squads. So get characters into squads, and you can really essentially have avatars for people. And so that people can easily relate to. And one of the first, in the army, it goes squad, platoon, company, battalion, brigade, division, corps, field army. But yeah, like a field army is composed of a fuck ton of squads. That all are, yeah. So in these squads, a lot of these, so you have games, I'm gonna specifically look at like XCOM. XCOM is like is one of the biggest ones. XCOM, you have a squad of operatives, and these operatives all have their own unique ability. You level them up, and you level them up, and you get all of your stuff and abilities, and you go to Mars, and you go shoot some aliens, and blah blah blah. It's War of the Worlds bullshit, which is fun. It's actually a lot of fun, by the way. So with XCOM set the gold standard back in the 90s. Designer notes, Jake Solomon was talking about how it was complicated, and the game had zero hand holding. You learned everything by trial and error. But one of the things about, so XCOM set the standard, and then this is then further reinforced by, say, you had Fire Emblem, Dungeons and Dragons, D&D, XCOM, Fire Emblem, Dungeons and Dragons, and a lot more. But when all of these share a specific commonality, and that's the fact that a lot of the sets are multi-level buildings. There's like an actual full-on battlefield because the squad is fighting on a miniature size of the battlefield in the armies. So here's the thing. How does this relate to Penumbras, you may ask? Well, this relates to our challenge because XCOM tried to do something like this back in 2020 called Chimera Squad. Chimera Squad was definitely a lateral evolution upon the genre. And Chimera Squad focused a lot on small corridors tactical combat, and the actual like climaxes of the various arcs throughout the game were full-on battlefields, which is something was something new. It was actually kind of smart on their behalf, level design wise, when it came to that. And so, but the primary issue with Chimera Squad is, one, it had a lot of issues. One, its design was the game carried over the tactical time it takes to consider whatchamacallit, the tactical time consideration of XCOM, and then threw in an additional level of strategy, which was the initiative system. So you had RNG, you had initiative system, you had cover placement. Whereas with the original XCOM, you had the abilities that the enemies can do, and all the other derivative variables that come from the calculus that goes into planning out a strategy. With Chimera Squad, they threw in that initiative order, and that initiative order actually lengthened individual units' time spent. Whereas with close quarters combat, you want it to be quick, fast, and all that stuff. I still have yet to play the close quarters breacher games, but those require a lot of strategy and planning. But I'm also taking some design cues from Hotline Miami, where you're just storming straight in. And I want to reward players for just storming straight in, playing super aggressively against the converted, and getting in, getting out, getting into the role of the of the Inquisitors. So yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna be a bit less active than chat now. By the way, I'm watching while drawing some art. Cool, dude. You should share in the Discord. By the way, history is very cool. So yeah, I was history, but also side tangent, game design, and thank you for letting me rant, chat. Anyways, going back to this. Close quarters combat, we want this to be quick. Quick and fast. So, we want all of this combat to be quick, fast, hyper-reactive, and all that. And one of the things that I really want to do, and I want to try out, is a timer on players' turns. So whenever it's the players' turns, they actually have a timer for each individual character. So say I have like 30 seconds to move 2 of my characters. Obviously it's 30 seconds of like the character not moving. When the character's not moving and like there's no animation playing out. And so, yeah. Otherwise, if the timer runs out, they lose their turn, which I can't do. Strategy, we learn, strategy game designers, we learn through XCOM that players hate time restrictions, like the general player, and I want this to be something, but I want to include it as an option, as sort of, because I want to include it as an option because it actually adds some difficulty. It requires you to be proficient in the game and understanding the core idea of capturing the battlefield and ascertaining the battlefield ASAP. And it's like it's essentially a lateral difficulty hike, if that makes sense. Whereas like vertical stuff is like increase in health and all that stuff. Fuck me, man, I'm drawing someone's character and I just realized I messed it up. There isn't a big difference, but the extra clothing layer does bug me. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, man. Always check your layers. So yeah. So I think I have a plan here, chat. So I'm gonna push in stuff. Added investigation board, new BPs. So we're gonna push this, and what we're gonna do is that we're actually gonna nuke this build. That way you get, because regardless, 965. All right, bye-bye. Other side, great game. No, that's what my wallpaper is right now. And then you can't see that because security reasons. And then what we're gonna do is that we're gonna actions, workspace tree, and then C for vengeance. Yes, I want to delete that. Okay, we're gonna delete this. Okay. New workspace. Workspace root. Okay, we're gonna get the latest. We'll pull this and it'll start building that up. All right. My poor PC. I have to run. Thanks for streaming. Cannot wait to see more of your content. Hope you have a great day. See you again hopefully soon. Yeah, thanks for coming out to try something. If you're interested, I could make sure to join our Discord. That way you can get hoof on the ground information of the game. Hey, see that you are in the Discord. Welcome. Glad to have you here. This may interest you, art dev. So while I have that build running, we got some new concept art in. Some new concept art. So so one of the issues about our game. Don't join his Discord. That's it! You're banned! Get out of here! Pull a queso moment. His Discord's for losers. Unless you like me unless you like me talking about Warhammer stuff and sending snoots and all that shit. Anyways. Bear? Hippo? Glad you asked. Yes. Bear? Hippo? Yes. This is, so one of the issues is that, like, hey, how exactly, what's the central conflict? How do when we're in a lightweight format, how can we say to publishers, this is who you're fighting against. This is who you're playing as and who you're fighting against. So, let's see. So, and like immediately demonstrating, hey, excuse me. So, with that in mind, if you want to make this dude a good addition, let it wall run. Kickstart my heart. Plays. Okay. So we have to show off the central concept through central conflict through some combat. and like say, okay, this is who you are fighting against. And so you're fighting the converted, the shadowy eldritch abominations. Well, the eldritch abominations. I had a mentor tell me that, like, yeah, you should probably stay away from shadowy because Kingdom Hearts. Because if you say shadowy, dude, you know your Titanfall 2 shitpost with the horse head? Give BT a bear head? Okay. Anyways, so all right. Scale out. Okay, so we need to show off the central conflict of this. So one, scale. Scale. Place embedded. Aren't converted. Bellator. One, scale that out. Bellator. 2, antlers. So that design is messed up. Let's give it 4 eyes. I actually think 4 eyes would be fucking perfect. 3. One scale, 2 antlers, 3 4 eyes. Let's see, what else? Four. That. That, and then let's see what else. It's probably gonna be layered on afterwards. Damn, that 4-eye design fucking hits hard. I don't know what I was saying. Oh wait, no, 4 eyes are there. It's just hard to see. You can see it in the line work right here, but 4 eyes. 4 eyes for this enemy. And then yeah, this is just the scaling, grayscale stuff. What's stuff that can be easily fixed up? That and that. Alright, I got a bunch of stuff capturing the screen right now, so I'm not going to do that. Project Penumbras, lazy feedback. Yes, delete that. What are you drawing today, Art Dev? What are you doing today? 1. Scale the player avatar a bit more to make the subject composition ratios more equal. I want the Bellator. Had to go for a second. What did I miss? Oh, I just redlined some more work. The Bellator. The Bellator is currently a bit too big relative to the player to the PA, so I want this piece to be a bit more equal to show off the conflict of the game easier. 2. See reference in character sheet attached to this image. His legs have red chicken scratch outlineness. Damn. 2. His antlers are a bit incorrect right now. His antlers and horn are a bit incorrect. I want to reinforce the indescribable nature of this by giving him webbed antlers. 3. 4 eyes. 4 eyes, please. 4. Don't forget about fur. Don't know about your process. Otherwise, thank you very much. Thank you very much, Lazy. Stay safe. This is some great work. Requires a bit of tuning. Next time, let's just pass off rough sketches that are not lined beforehand, because beforehand. And then whatchamacallit? 4. Please enjoy your vacation. And stay safe in the mountains. And then we go to EM stuff. EM art. Converted. Boom, boom. My friend had red chicken scratch outlineness, except that it only took a little bit of his legs. Whilst I never saw them before, they completely decayed away. Oh, such a tragedy. Chad, do you think I should do a charity stream for red chicken scratch outlineness? Outlineitis? Yes. Build it. Oh, I'm the That's disrespectful. Bro, what the hell, bro? Alright, generate. By the way, but if you think that's bad, wait till you see red dot Linus. Lanitis. No. 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 There's no way. When you see the first symptoms of red dot lanitis, you know your creator is going to suddenly cut off a giant chunk off your body, split by the red dotted lines. Such a travesty, dude. Okay. Okay, come on. You've got this. Rebuild. Or, you know, they're about to horrifically graft a new body part onto your infected flesh, indicated by the shape of the red dotted lines. What if someone's really fucked up and is like willingly gets themselves with red dotted lanitis to graft on new body parts, like fucking Godric from Elden Ring? What if someone willingly gets red dotted lanitis, acknowledges the risks of it? Wouldn't red dotted lanitis be like in the grafter's point of view? Wouldn't that be such a beneficial thing? Godric the Dotted. Alright, chat. Let's get this hush puppy. Fuck. Failed to import that pack. Don't care. That's just a starter pack. Okay. Time to prepare the shaders. And the brand new, hot off the why can't I speak today? Hot off the press. Build. Now don't die. You fucking crashed. Damn, dude. That sucks. You know what I gotta do now? Ugh. Ah. Ah. This is gonna suck ass. Alright, I guess we're not working on the game mode because I can't. Unless you want to see me stack trace a lot of memory shit. It's in the same workspace too. Same memory address too. Alright. I suppose we're just going to be working on the UI. It is localized entirely to my machine. I fucking love development, dude. I fucking love development. I fucking love development. Yeah! Yeah! Woo! Yeah! 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 So cool! So hard! Oh. That sucks, dude. That absolutely sucks. Well, all right. Fine. Okay. Okay, so I can't get... For a second I thought I got a D3D error where my graphics card went out. Okay, so let's see what's going on here. What is going on? Hey! Store position, store that, and then store position like that, and then And then mouse moved. And then we set that as mouse moved to true. First time it does that. Hello. Move this over here. Bye bye. Let's see this. Save this. Okay. Paint time. Paint. Okay, so say I want to move this element from 0, 0 from 0, 0 to like 1, 1. Okay, cool. How do I tell the machine? And then I want to move that once again to 1. And then like say I want to move it to 0. Okay. So, all right. Walk me through this. Handy dandy deer. They call him Buck. I'm gonna call him Buck. I got Buck here. All right, Buck. With Buck, we're gonna walk through this. Okay, so all right, Buck. I want to walk through. I want to transform this thing from 0, 0 to 1, 1. Okay, so all right, translate it to 1, 1. All right. Cool. So you have all of these elements. Okay, so you move the child. So you get the mouse position. You make vector 2D. And then you move the children. You move the children. So you move the child to 1, 1. And then 2, 0. And then you want to go move it to 2, 0. Okay. So you have it at 0, 0. And then 1, 1. And then that goes to 2, 0. Trying to figure this out. 0, 0 to 1, 1, and then 2, 0. Okay, so how do I store the position of that thing? Because as it stands right now, make vector 2D. And then wait a second. Wait a second. If I make that, okay, so if I do that, make that a vector 2D, and I tell that to do that, and then set render translation. Set render translation Unreal. What does this do? Consult documentation really quick. If it'll load. I'd appreciate it if it'll load. But otherwise, if you don't, that's perfectly fine too. Okay, it's not perfectly fine. Can you please? Please! Had to go for a while, but I'm back. Welcome back, Art Dev. Please, I beg of you. What if I set position? What does this do? That does nothing. Set position. Bing, bing. Whoa, what the? Okay. Let's go finish coloring my art. Nice, dude. Shade this one, or just throw it in BG. Leave it in there. Probably just shade it. I'd highly recommend that you shade it. That's always the useful thing. On one hand, if I shade it, it'll look nice, and I'm sure the person who's OC I'm drawing right now might appreciate it more, and I think it scores more points for my team. But on the other hand, I want to do another drawing. I think you should probably go for scoring them points. Oh, art fight? Okay, yeah. Score points for your team.